is Fantastic Pains and How We Hide Them. I'm not Chris.
And I'm not Karina.
But we're here together.
As usual.
Indeed. For more shenanigans, because we're in a mood today. I'm in a mood today. I'm belligerent and other thing. I don't know. Obstinate and
she's in a mood. She's
I
feeling
need some
it.
more adjectives. I don't know.
Describe me more, please. No.
Describe it. Yes. If this is your first time joining us, we are Fantastic Pains and How We Hide Them. We talk mainly about invisible illness and chronic illness, but we are also expanding our view to include other invisible experiences.
Yeah.
Which is amazing because this season our kind of theme is many voices. So if you are at all interested in joining us, we will be doing lives coming up here. Yeah.
Fridays. All Fridays.
If all goes well,
Yeah.
we're going to get on that. We have a Discord. We have a YouTube channel. You can find us where all podcasts can be found.
Mostly.
Yep. And a TikTok.
Yeah, we do have a TikTok.
Where our silliness goes. So
It's worth watching at least once. Try it.
Yep. And we are kind of more experiential based, right? So less clinical, more
What we've done. What we've been through.
Go through. Kind of our whole idea is if we can expose the suffering in the world, hopefully we can all feel a little less alone. So that's us. Like, share, subscribe.
No, the shield part. Please comment, though.
Yeah.
Comments are very, very helpful.
Yes, we'd love to hear your feedback. And as always, join our Discord. Lots of fun. All right. What do we need to do today?
We need to have the time.
It is the time.
It is 12:45.
The time for the weekly recap.
You have to sing it, though.
It's time for the weekly recap.
Check in.
Yay! You can't do it unless I sing.
Yep.
It's your turn to go first this week.
Oh.
Yeah. Get on it, buddy. What did you have a week?
Yeah. I existed this last week, I'm pretty sure.
You did a lot of stuff, too.
I don't think I did. I did nothing all week. No, I did prep work for our stream that we did for the Pilgrims, which was good.
Yep.
It was scuffed, but okay. We knew how to fix it.
Yeah. It was a lot of work.
Yeah, it's going to be more work the next time because we have to redo it. That was the test run. Now we're doing the real one.
Yep.
Later.
Yeah.
Later.
We're producers now. That's
Woo.
Weird.
I don't know how that
People
happened.
trusting us with their stuff. What?
Yeah, and just believing in us. That was weird.
Right? They're just like, I trust that you could do the thing. And we're like,
Yeah.
are you sure?
Really?
Why? What's wrong with you?
And then I threw out my back last night. Or it was a rib. It had to have been a rib. Yeah. Under my shoulder blade. And all I was doing was pushing myself up. Not even like a push-up.
Right.
You know, it was like my knees were on the ground. I was just lightly pushing up my torso.
Yeah,
and
like to get up.
Yeah, and I couldn't get it to sit. I tried everything. Jen tried pulling, and I tried different angles. And
I'll mess with it later, and we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see on the break. If I
can't
get
really
it back
do
in there.
weight with this hand at the moment. Because it's like,
I
and it
hate
hurts to
that.
breathe.
Rib.
Yep.
Fucking ribs.
Yeah. And I mean, that's been it. Set up. I mean, we did a lot for the room. We had to cover a lot of things up, add chairs.
Yeah. Well, and you've still been recovering from being sick.
Oh, that was right. I was sick at the beginning of the week still.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a rough week.
You're just dragging.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yep.
I mean, that was pretty much it.
That's good. Well, my week was...
She fell down the stairs.
I did. I fell down the stairs on Sunday, actually.
Right on.
Yeah. So it was like... Yep. Fell down the stairs. I should just not wear socks on stairs. That is what I'm learning now. But I fell in such a way, and I don't have a rail going down into like my garden level, but I have a railing up top. And so I went to grab, like I could feel myself slip off, and I grabbed the railing overhead and came down entirely on my shoulder and dislocated it fully. And that hasn't happened in a while, but oh man, oh my God. So Randy and I were able to put it back in the socket, which was good. And I put it in a sling for the night just to kind of protect it.
I almost put my arm in a sling today because I keep trying to grab things.
Fucking falling out again because ow. But then the rest of the week, like the next day, my shoulder was fine, which is the dumbest part. But the rest of the week I spent in like horrible pain from the aftermath of the rest of it.
Yeah.
So I had done something really horrible to my tailbone.
Yep.
And that was like shocking stabbing pain
God.
at random. So I couldn't even like predict what movement
No, thank you.
whatever
Right.
was going to trigger it. So it was just at random. And it was like an 8-9 pain, but only for like a split second.
Yeah.
The worst. And so, and then I had like leg weakness on the right side, and the hip was all screwed up. And then I had like my ribs were jacked, and it was a mess. And so I was chatting with a doctor because at some point I got like really frustrated, and they were like, yeah, you should probably go to urgent care. And I was like, no. And then I didn't. And then I was like, I'm going to go to urgent care. And then I didn't. And then I finally went and saw like chiropractor, and she worked on it a little bit, and she did like an okay job. It was fine, but it was just not fun. It's just not good. Not good. But I was in a lot of pain, and I kind of was able to fix sort of the tailbone issue.
Yeah.
It's still, something is still really messed up in my pelvis, and I'm not happy about it. Yeah.
And then we did the thing.
Yep, we did the thing. Oh, I saw the pain psychologist.
Oh, yeah, you did.
Which I was terrified for because I was like, she's going to think I'm fucking crazy. And so I'm talking to her, and it was just funny because she was like, so describe your pain story. And I was like, what? Do what now?
Describe your pain story.
Yeah. And then she's like, okay, so you have chronic pain. And I was like, no, I have chronic pains because they all change places, and it's not typical chronic pain.
Matt had her tea party pains.
Yeah.
Everybody changed places.
Yes. That's exactly it. Because and that's my fear. And that's why I don't like have things addressed half the time, because by the time I'm able to see somebody 3 weeks out, that one is in the background. And I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot I have feet.
That's what I was hoping would happen with my feet, but
Yeah. It has not.
nope.
But at least you have a scan like
Monday.
good Monday. Yay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Woohoo. But yeah, no. And I've been really frustrated because it's like the longest it's taken me to recover from an injury
Yeah.
like that. And it's not even like I came down on my tailbone or anything. I came down fully on my shoulder. But like the way it jerked, everything else was just cascaded into it. It was just yucky. But I learned from the pain psychologist that it is okay that I separate from the body, because I'm like going through talking to her, and I'm like, we work on this and we work on that. She's like, so who's we? And I was like, oh,
Karen.
me and the body, and the body's name is Karen.
Yep.
Because I'm not the body and the body is not me. We are two separate things. And I was like, and that I think is going to be the weirdest part of this conversation. And she was like, nope, I actually encourage my patients to name their pain so they can talk to it.
I won't name mine. I just separate from it.
I didn't name the pain. I just named the body. I didn't name it, actually. My massage therapist named
Yeah, but
it.
we were still separating before that.
Yeah. Yep.
So it is good. Keep that in mind. Name your pain.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to name mine.
Kevin.
Ugh, no. Disgusting.
Then you could be like, oh, God damn it, Kevin. It has to be a
Sometimes we throw
fun
stuff at
name.
Kevin.
Yeah, it has to be a fun name to be like, ah, fuck you.
Yeah, I don't know.
Karen is good for like Chad.
Ugh, no. Chad body.
Chad
I've got
body.
a Chad body.
He's got the Chad bod.
I've got the Chad dad bod. What are you talking about? Jesus.
Okay, so comment good body. Comment good pain names.
Yeah,
down
I need
below.
to name my pain something good.
Just name it like Stormageddon.
No, I know what I'm going to name it. I figured it out. Oh, you want me to
You're
share?
going to leave us in suspense?
Yeah, why not? Ezekiel.
Ezekiel. Fuck you, Ezekiel.
Hey.
What's your name?
Ezekiel.
What's your name?
It's Ezekiel.
What's
Fuck
your
you,
name?
Ezekiel.
Tony. Fuck you, Tony.
Yep. That's my pain's name now. It's perfect, right?
I love it. I'm absolutely here for it. That's amazing.
Yeah.
So we have Karen and Ezekiel.
Ezekiel.
Yep.
Fuck you, Ezekiel.
That's fantastic. So yes, comment. What are you naming that thing that bothers you?
Yeah.
Maybe pain, maybe depression.
Oof. Naming depression. That just sounds bad.
It would be something like really just...
Edgy?
Yeah. Moaning Myrtle.
Oh my God.
That's where my brain went first. Sorry. It would have to be like an old school name.
Doesn't have to be.
Like Deborah.
That's, Jesus. I'm sorry if your name
Meredith.
is Deborah. Or Meredith. She's just calling out all the people.
I don't know. Sorry. I'm done. But yeah. And then we had the pilgrim thing yesterday, and that was kind of cool.
It was cool until it wasn't.
Yeah. It was just a lot of work and a lot of like me, especially being on the floor the whole fucking time.
Oh God, me and Panic were trying to figure out why the sound wasn't working, and just like there's
and I had
literally
to
no
leave
reason.
the room and listen on my phone to make sure that we had sound.
But you could hear
and,
it.
Like, I was like, I can
Reviewed
hear
the
this.
recording. I have
And
the
it was-
recording.
It was hard because like you and I are really good at being in sync.
Yeah.
But they didn't have, like, we couldn't communicate non-verbally.
Yeah.
And so that made it really challenging. So I think next time we're going to develop some cues.
Sailing school all over again.
Yep.
What are the signs? What does this mean?
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
What was
Wrap it up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or speak up. We need like a...
That's just
I was trying to be like, from the diaphragm, I don't know how
I
to
understood
tell you
that.
to speak up.
I got
like,
the
come
diaphragm.
on,
I was like,
up,
oh, I get that.
up. Just...
Project.
Yeah. It
You want me to vomit on the mic?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, I'm done. I'm sorry.
Wow. She really is in a mood, guys. I don't know.
I'm ready to fight God or become him.
Or die trying.
No, I'm going to become him.
You think?
Yeah.
But then you'd be all
Swallow.
EDS-y still.
A god of EDS.
God of EDS.
I'll be the saint of EDS.
You have to martyr yourself to EDS.
To EDS.
It's got to kill you, and that's a
Is that my
tricky
like?
one.
You remember my dropping me into the volcano?
Yes.
I need a big man to just give me a forehead kiss and gently place me into a volcano.
Yes.
And I will be sacrificed for the good of all
To stave
everywhere.
off the evils of EDS
Yeah.
for everyone else. That's it. We haven't been doing our ritual sacrifices.
Damn it, guys.
Oh my God.
How many religions now?
It's not a religion that we made.
It's just a snack.
It's just a condition that we're solving by sacrificing people.
Tell me how that's better.
It has forehead kisses.
I do like the forehead kisses.
Yeah.
It's just like, yep, I need just
a little reassurance
up.
and then
forehead kiss and then just
all right.
right in.
So that's it for the week.
Yes.
What were we going to talk about first?
We have a couple things here.
We can't talk about belligerence to the max because that's
no,
just
that
a
was just the
mode.
theme of today. That's where I'm at in my world. So we had a couple things. What did you want to kind of talk about? What do you want to tackle?
I like this one.
Okay. So this one was interesting because I actually had a training recently around disability and transitions, and generally like writing those IEPs, but addressing the idea of like inspiration porn, which is those like, let me use this super disabled kid doing something and be like, oh my God, if he can do it, what's your excuse? Or if they can do it, so can you?
Yeah.
Or what an inspiration that young lad is. Like, we've all been there, right? Those, like, yucky things people say to us. So we've kind of addressed already the unwanted advice.
Truth.
But now we're addressing the kind of weird exposure that we get in the world and, like, the weird representation. And the lack of representation.
Yeah, that's...
Lack of accurate representation, I think.
I have a lot of issues like that with TikTok. Like, we were reviewing TikTok earlier. And there's just a lot of that. A lot of it's either like the worst thing in the world, which I get. I'm okay with people that are bemoaning the situation at the time because that happens. But there's a lot of, oh, I can do this and this and this, and isn't it amazing that I have this thing? And I'm like, just stop.
Oh,
please.
like the people, like the circus performer EDS.
Well, that and just they like to show how strong they are.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I have this condition, but I still do these things.
Yep.
Like,
Yep.
yeah, I get it, but again,
It's just,
why isn't there more funny stuff? Why can't we have humor in EDS?
yeah. Well,
want-
and for
I want
me,
the
I'm
funnies.
like, it's frustrating that I don't know. It's either addressed super dire
Yes.
or really like, it's a gift from God and I'm amazing.
Yeah.
Right? Like, we don't have a whole lot of in between or like daily living stuff.
Mm-hmm.
There's not a lot of that out there, which is frustrating because when you're looking for like representation and all you're seeing is people like, everything is awful forever. You're like, oh, great. Everything is awful forever.
Yep.
Where are the ha-has? Give me the ha-has.
I mean, we're trying.
Well, yeah, we're making the ha-has.
Trying to do it. I mean, you have to make more because boys aren't allowed on TikTok, apparently.
That's so strange. Yeah, we were scrolling through just under Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, right?
Yep.
And hypermobility, and it's like 99.99% female.
Found one, and it was a guy
Produced,
saying
yeah.
that someone said he might have it.
Yeah. It was like a stitch with
Yeah.
a video. Yeah. Super weird. But
It's
I think
all girls.
that comes down to like women are societally, women are more likely to go get it checked out, right?
Yeah.
Whereas men are like, suck it up, suck it up, suck it up, keep sucking it up. Oh, it's ruining your life? No, keep sucking it up.
Yeah, what's my excuse?
I was diagnosed. I know, he discovered it first, actually.
I did the work.
Yep, I just confirmed the work. That was all.
You're that research paper student that like takes credit for it. Your name's on it first because of like the
Yeah, alphabetical order.
So it's like, oh, Karina's the one who did this.
No,
Whoa, she did the whole paper?
I just had Kaiser. That's
I had Kaiser.
That was my part to play in all of that. Was I had Kaiser at the time.
Well, I mean, all I did was watch a YouTube video, so.
Yeah, well, but at that time we'd been like chasing it, right?
Yeah, for a long time.
Yeah. And you found the YouTube video and you sent it to me and you were like, holy shit, this is it. And I was like, holy shit, this is it.
Yeah.
And we got the appointment and
I still want to interview her,
which her?
Martina.
Oh yeah. Are they still active on YouTube?
She is. They divorced.
Okay.
Or they broke up. I don't know. They're separated. Yeah. But she's still doing stuff on Eat Your Kimchi, so.
Oh, good. Okay. Yeah, we'll have to reach out to her and see if she's interested.
I mean, we've reached out to people before and gotten turned down. Like that one guy that was supposed to come on that Bob
I
broke
think
up.
it's just flaky.
I probably saw it and was like, oh, it's not for me. It's not professional enough. Look at them. They're on a couch.
Yeah, well, that's the whole idea.
Now we have a
actually,
table.
so. Table. It's a table.
You can be normal.
you have a
It's not like a professional interview. We're not going to be like, so your newest book is coming. It's like, fuck that.
Please tell me the same point 30 different ways.
Yes.
No, thank you.
We're going to ask you about
I want to
your
hear
weird
about
shit.
all of the like bullshit. Tell me all the bullshit.
Do it.
Yeah. But it's just, I don't know. We've all come across it where we've had someone tell us we're strong or you're an inspiration. What was yours? Tell that boy he's an inspiration.
No, he's a
He's a
warrior.
warrior. And I think that language bothers us more than it bothers other people.
Probably. I mean, I needed it at the time. It was nice because it was like reaffirming that I had it.
Yeah.
That it was like an actual. It was when EDS was brand new to us.
Yeah.
So I wasn't like, I don't know if anyone knows about this. So when Kaylee's friend heard it and recognized it, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it was kind of.
But it's still like when I hear it now, I'm like, oh, I am not. No.
Yeah, no. I woke up and I got out of bed. That does not make me an inspiration.
That's
all.
the thing, though. It's all perceptional. So maybe that is inspirational to some people.
But I don't want it to be. I don't want to be an inspiration.
The intention of
right?
waking up was not to be an inspiration.
Right. I'm like, I am just like doing the best that I can until I die. I'm stalling out the time.
You have a lot of time left, too.
I know.
God damn.
I'm doing my best, okay? I'm just filling up some time until death comes for me. That is not inspirational.
Yeah, right. You want an inspirational quote? There it is. I'm waiting till death comes for me.
I'm just waiting to die. Yeah. There you go. Tattoo it somewhere. Please don't. Please.
Yeah,
Please
but
just
my
do
biggest
not.
thing was representation for men.
Yeah.
There is none.
Well, and it's interesting because I hadn't thought about it because it's you and Bug, right?
Yeah.
So I have two brothers who have it. And that's kind of my like perception, I guess, of it.
Yeah.
But then I guess from your perspective, like looking online, there's no one to relate to,
Mm-mm.
right?
Nope. Well, I mean, other EDS girls. That's
Yeah.
fine. But there, I mean, I looked and there was nothing but women.
Right. There's no like male perspective on
Nope.
EDS. It's very rare. I do follow a group. I think it's EDS Awareness is the group online.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like run by a kid who's named Eller Stanlos Boy or something like that. But he was kind of the first one that I came across as well. And even in like the forums, you don't see a lot of men participating or commenting or
Nope.
right. And I think that just speaks to society and how we're not valuing or putting value in men's experiences of pain and discomfort and illness, right? Like your whole role in society is suck it up. Be a man, suck it up.
It's so weird to hear because that's what we do anyways.
Well, yes.
You know what I mean? Like I'm sharing my experience, but I'm still like sucking it up.
Yeah.
You gotta. It's that openness that.
To an extent, yes. But I think like the sucking it up piece, at least for us, is I don't know. It's how we stay functional.
Yeah.
Right. It's not necessarily like sucking it up. It's more like I don't know, pushing through a headwind, I guess.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right?
There is a difference.
Yeah. Because we're not like, I'm not going to get it treated because I'm totally fine.
Yeah.
But I think men in general are more likely, oh, I love it.
See?
Sorry. We just caught a peek of, we have 2 designs now for our shirts. I'm so excited. Hopefully we will be able to put them up here. Where would you like them? We'll just put, there you go. They're beautiful and lovely. And
I love them both.
I'm so excited. But I think, yeah, men in general are less likely to be like, oh, that hurts. Let me go get it checked out.
Yeah.
They're just like, oh, well, it hurts.
I had to go to the point of suicidality before I went and took it seriously.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah. But what was it for you that was like impeding that? Because I know like it's hard for us to just like talk about it because we have neglect trauma there.
Mm.
But
I don't know. It really was. I was just dealing with it because everyone was telling me that I was fine when I wasn't.
Yeah.
And so I was just like, I can't handle existing normally like everyone else. So I'm obviously at fault.
Right.
Like, there's something wrong with me internally. And it's not physical. It's in my head. I'm just insane.
Yeah.
That's why I never had it really looked at. Because every time I would go, it was always, you're fine. Just do more workouts.
Right.
Exercise more.
You're too young to have this problem.
Yep. I was too young all the time.
Yep. It's just interesting because I know that like we had a really similar experience throughout.
Yeah.
But I wonder if the women we see on TikTok had a totally different experience. And a lot of them, what's really interesting is like I've seen a few who were like, someone walked up to me and was like, oh, hey, I think you may have Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. And I'm like, lucky? What?
Right? Where was that when I needed it?
Also, you didn't like think that you had a problem at the time?
Mm-mm.
Which is also really interesting because I think we've talked about this a little bit before, but the difference between growing up ill and being ill like lifelong versus
it getting severe in your older years.
Right.
And just
Or
being like,
like,
oh God.
I'm 27 and it just smacked me in the face.
I was 27 when it smacked me in the face. Good age. Good pick.
I don't know.
Well, that's when it got bad.
Oh,
It was
okay.
at 27. That's when we started surgeries and.
Yeah. It was right before diagnosis, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But
Yes, sir.
yeah, it's an interesting kind of conundrum. But I think it's also that, like, I don't know. As a man in American society, is it different to, like, put out your, like, vulnerability?
I can't say that now. I don't know. I mean, at the beginning of all of this, probably.
Okay.
I've always been really open about stuff. Though.
Right. Like, I think we've had to.
Yeah. I mean, I'd hide it from like friends and stuff as much as I could, but it would still happen, and I'd be like, "Oh shit, I just did this weird thing and it hurt." I'm
Right.
gonna go lay down.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I didn't have a societal pressure. I don't think.
Yeah.
But I'm just not really
Right.
affected
we
by
are
it
not
as much.
Exactly. Like, we were never the people to, like, take on labels or, like, identify with groups. And so I think we have this kind of outside view on everything, which is interesting and I think beneficial in a way.
Yeah.
Because we can kind of look at things a little bit more, I don't know, like with more distance.
Yeah.
A little more big picture.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I mean, the closest I can think of are times when I was like little. I was like preteen, teenage years, working for my stepdad. And it being like, oh man, I'm really sick. Like, I was working in the desert and with no clothes on. Like, I had my shorts. That was it. I was burning to death. I got heat stroke and I told him I wasn't feeling great. And he's like, oh, you're fine. So I went back to work digging ditches and then almost passed out. And they were like, oh shit, you have actual sunstroke. And I was like, I was trying to tell you. And,
yeah.
I mean, you know, it's that whole you're fine.
Yeah.
But that didn't stick.
Yeah, I think there's got to be like some cultural difference.
Yeah.
In there that's, I don't know, because we were told for so long that we were fine that we just were like, I guess we're fine and we're just bad at life.
Yeah.
I don't know. And then it got worse and then we were like, is this still fine? Because I'm not feeling super fine.
Yeah.
But
back to the main point.
Yeah. I think.
So basically I'm bitching that there's no inspirational boy.
Do you want inspirational boy or do you want sassy boy?
I want sassy boy.
I want sassy boy too. Sassy boy, make content.
Yeah, we need more EDS representation.
Yeah.
Get on there and sass it. Sass it all day.
And be open with it. Like, tear down the walls.
Yeah. It could just be that we're just underdiagnosed.
We know this though.
Yeah.
And in recent years, it's actually coming to light. I've been saying it for years.
Yeah.
That we HEDS specifically is massively underdiagnosed.
Yep.
And massively just overlooked in general. And they said when I was diagnosed, it was rare. Right. It was a rare connective tissue disorder. Now, what is this? 4 years later ish. Yeah. We're starting to hear where they're like, we don't think it's really rare anymore. We think we've been missing it. And I'm like, yeah, no duh. That's the whole thing. Yeah. Because I've met zebras in the wild. Several times.
I don't go out in the wild though. Yeah. I don't drive. Walking
I've met,
is bad.
Undiagnosed zebras and been like, hey, I'm pretty sure you have EDS, dude.
I want to have that moment. I want to be like, hey, I know what you got.
I did it in a gas station once. This boy was like standing on his ankles, both rolled in. And I was like, psst, do your joints dislocate sometimes? And he goes, maybe. And I was like, you should Google EDS. Go home and Google Ehlers-Danlos syndrome.
You need a card.
Right?
So they know how to spell it when they search it.
Right.
Maybe we should make cards. I'm being serious.
That would be actually a really good idea.
Look into this.
Right. Google, maybe you should look up and see if any of this fits.
Yeah.
Because we are massively underdiagnosed. And the problem is, and this comes back to doctors not believing in EDS, because I see it constantly in the forums.
Geneticists
constantly.
Just don't believe in it.
A lot of doctors don't believe in it.
I'm staring down the one geneticist.
Oh, yeah, that guy. You can just get the fuck out. Rude ass.
Send it to him and be like, hey, this is for you.
Sorry, but he tried to tell me my diagnosis didn't count. That was funny.
No one has EDS ever. It doesn't
exist.
There
is no EDS. It's made up. It's made up. It's made up. There's nothing wrong with us at all. It's pretend. Sorry, I'm done.
All right. Did you get enough griping about inspiration porn?
I think
though?
so, yeah.
Do you feel like you griped enough? Like, got it out of your system?
Mostly.
Okay.
It's been nice to be away from it because I have such a nice, friend group and work support system.
Yeah.
That I don't have to deal with the whole, oh, wow, Karina's such an inspiration. And I'm like, no, the fuck I'm not. I'm a hot mess.
I think it depends on the source, too. Like, if someone in Discord says something nice to me like that, I wouldn't be offended.
That would be different because that would be, from a relational standpoint, where it's not I don't know, it's different. Yeah. It's just different. I'm talking about, well people using disabled people as inspiration.
Yeah.
Right? What's your excuse? That is disgusting.
I hate it.
Stop
I hate
doing
it.
it. Stop it. It's gross. Nobody likes that. Cut it out.
Mm-hmm.
Stop using the Paralympics thing to tell me that like I should go for a walk. Like, stop.
Right. No shit.
Just no more.
It can still be uplifting though. Just have to find a better way. It has to be more sincere.
Well, sincere and not exploitative,
Yeah.
right? I don't know. I don't know that I've seen it done right necessarily.
Yeah. But it could be. I feel like it can be.
I think it can be. But you're also more open to being comforted and inspired than I am, where I'm just like, I don't know. That's not a door I've opened, really.
Fair.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like, I haven't thought about it, I don't think. Because I don't think I've ever been like, I need inspiration to get through my life. Or
Not
like,
to get through my life. I need inspiration to do like art.
well, yeah, that's different though. I hope that's different.
I've never really found something that was like, oh, this is going to get me through the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know that that's the thing. Like the kitty on the branch.
Just hang in there. Just hang
But
there.
don't do it the way that I did. Don't hang in there that way.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
bad.
not a good idea. not fun times. So, are you wanting to take a break?
No, I'm good.
Okay.
We should though, on time.
Is it time?
I think it's time.
All right, cool. I'm good at this now. Ha ha.
Yeah, you are.
Look at me and my skills.
She's got so many.
No skills. I am like a potato floating through space. Ow. I don't know what I'm doing.
A potato floating
I'm
through
a
space.
potato.
Very
There's
Portal.
your inspiration for the day.
Portal 2 all the way.
I am but a potato floating through space. I'm going to put it on a t-shirt.
No, we
Just a
have
potato.
t-shirts. They're great t-shirts.
Potato floating through space.
They could be mugs too. I think we're going to do Teespring or something.
Oh, that would be fun.
So that we don't have to manage it.
I would love a clean house hurt body mug. That would be fantastic.
I don't want like to make money off of it, you know? I'm not like...
But it's cool and I like that people like it and I want it out there.
Exactly.
I want them to have the opportunity to have it out there.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yep.
Yeah, we've not made money off of this and we've been at it for almost a year and that's okay with both of us.
Yeah, honestly.
At this point, we're
That's
like,
fine.
we're having a really good time and
Hopefully you're having a good time.
meeting really cool people, which is awesome.
We just got a bunch of newbies. Hi, newbies.
Yeah, welcome. Welcome.
Mm-hmm.
We're glad you're here. But yeah. All right. It is time for a break. So what do we need to do?
Drink water.
Yes, hydrate. You need to take your meds if you have not done that.
We need to eat something.
Don't snooze your alarm like me. Yeah. Put something in your body that isn't coffee.
I haven't followed any of these rules yet.
I know. I'm like,
I don't have my water bottle. That's the problem.
Oh. Where's your water bottle?
It's empty and I forgot to fill it.
Oops. Okay. Well, okay. So water, snack, meds if you need them.
Relax.
Yep. Do something nice for yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe go find some sunlight. I'm going to do that one because I need sun.
Mm-hmm.
And when it disappears, I am sad. Yeah. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to others. And we'll see you in a minute. Bye.
Welcome back. How was your break? Ours was great. Yeah. How was your break?
It was a good break.
It was a good break.
It was a good break. We ate some food
We did.
and got some sunlight
Mm-hmm.
and water
Mm-hmm. And medicated.
and did a special.
I'll tell them the story of what I just did.
Yeah. Did a special.
So I was I'm gonna have to like word it a little differently.
Mm-hmm.
I was transporting meds that were meant to go somewhere else, and I was like, "Hey."
There's my water.
I grabbed the meds and then I got up like, oh, my water bottle. Grabbed my water bottle and then I took the meds out of habit. And then I got downstairs, sat down and went, oh, fuck.
And realized that he had taken the meds.
Yeah. So I'm definitely medicated.
Yeah.
I'm so pissed at myself. legit am upset. I was so mad. God damn it.
It is funny though. At
It
the
is
same
funny,
time.
but god damn it.
Yeah. Oh man. Oh no.
Stupid. Stupid brain.
It's the water. Autopilot to the rest.
It's like water and meds. What do?
Combine in body. Yes. That's like me with the light switches constantly in the house.
Yeah.
Where I'm like, autopilot, turn lights on and off for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Although we have Alexa and I just fucked up everything with Alexa in every room constantly.
Can I go into your house and whisper, Alexa, play Despacito, and your whole house would play it?
Maybe. I don't know. You could probably do it.
I've seen there's that TikTok of the little girl or little boy, I think.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Like, Alexa.
Despacito.
No, it's the
I don't remember what
like da song, and then it plays like the right song. That's gold.
It's very cute.
It's very cute.
Yep.
We're about
Well,
TikToks
because you have
today.
to do like a voice setup. And then it's like, oh, I can translate your weird speak.
Yeah. Your baby speak.
Your weird speak. It's fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
So what are we talking about this half?
Why flippancy?
Yeah.
It's just a way to cope.
Yeah.
Because other ways don't feel right for us.
Yeah.
Is it a personality thing, do you
I think it must be. Because I don't know. There's a big portion of it, for me at least, that's like, I can't be a victim of my own life.
No.
I wouldn't be able to function if I were a victim of my circumstances, right? And so in order to take that portion out of it, I have to change the narrative.
Yep.
So that I am not a victim of my body or my illness or my blah, 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 blah.
Has this been something that you've always felt? Or did you learn to do it?
I think I learned it. Like,
Okay.
it was something that kind of developed over time.
Yeah.
There was always, I always kind of had to soften things when I was around people because I didn't, I was like, don't call an ambulance because I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me and they don't know what the fuck's wrong with me and it might be nothing and then I'd be in trouble for spending all this money.
Yeah.
Right? And so I had to like learn to like soften all these edges of my illness and experience of being ill.
Yeah.
And also like, you know, when you're a kid and you're like, the accusation of attention seeking is always there.
Yeah.
So I always had to kind of turn it away from that as well, because that was really where I didn't want to go. I did not want that.
I fell into that, the non-flippancy, the being the victim when I was in my super depression post back surgery, and I was alone all the time and I never saw people, and your brain just wants to do it. Like, you're like, why is no one here for me? I'm all alone. I'm suffering and there's nothing that anyone can do about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're in that.
It's a very easy like pit to fall into. And I think it really is. It's like a hole. It's like, it's that same hole of like non-movement, right?
Yeah.
How we have to stay moving in order to stay moving.
Yeah.
But when you stop, it takes double the time to dig yourself out, right? And I think like mental health and especially self-talk works that same way, where if we're not careful about it and we're not consistent about it, it's really easy to fall in. And then it's really hard to dig out.
Right. Yeah. I just thought about it too, like being bipolar. I was in manic depression mode. I never applied the lens to that because in my brain it's like
it's so
I've only had bipolar since it was diagnosed and on.
Yeah.
But I have to apply that lens to everything. Like,
Right.
oh my God.
Yeah.
That explains so much. I moved that room like every week.
Yeah.
I would redo it because I didn't feel right.
And I was like, what do you do? And I couldn't even like, I didn't catch it because hurt body, clean house thing was a thing and is a thing. But it was just a lot of hurt body, clean house for you.
Oh my God, dude. It was, and I was angry.
Again and again, yeah.
I was the victim and I was angry with myself for feeling that way. So I was hurting myself by doing things menially, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. That like punish your body.
But you gotta admit, that final setup for that room was really sick. When I
Yes.
had the shelves lining and it was like you walked in and then the TV, that
It was good.
that was chef's
Beautiful.
kiss. The chief's kiss on that one.
Chief's kiss. There you go.
Little forehead kiss from the chief. Thanks, Chief.
Mwah. There you go. So then you've kind of gone in and out of the flippancy.
Well, part of how I coped with explaining it to people when I was in that mode.
Mm-hmm.
Like when you would come over, we would go through it and be flippant together.
Yeah, yeah.
Which helped because it was a way to relate, and that helped me feel better.
Yeah.
Definitely. Because I wasn't victimizing myself anymore. But
right.
being left alone, I had to kind of relearn it. Like,
mm-hmm.
you know, this is kind of something you built. You kind of have to work your way out of it. Like,
yeah.
It's so hard. And like you've seen other people who've been super depressed, and starting that process is so hard.
Yeah.
Like you can know it, but you can't just fix it.
Right. Yeah, knowing something logically is completely different from like accepting something emotionally.
Yeah.
And that brain portion is just, it runs a different show.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's persistent.
Yeah.
And if, like I said, like it's all work. It's all work. And I get it. Like I've seen people in the forums who fall into it and are just like, everything is awful forever.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, it's not. And I think for me, there was a big portion of like, it's not sustainable.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And that was really where it was, because for me, like as I got more, I hate saying it this way, but as I got more ill, I had less energy to expend.
Yeah.
And so I had to be way more careful about what I was putting energy into.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's kind of where the question that I've kind of applied to everything, it's like my filter now, is it productive?
Right.
Like, is it productive? Is this going to go somewhere? Or am I burning energy that I don't even have?
Yeah. Well, then you vent, though.
Yeah.
Like, you still allow yourself to be productive in that way emotionally.
Yeah.
Like, let your feelings out.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Well, and that was exactly it, is like the holding it in wasn't productive.
Right.
And the holding it in was hurting me. And so learning that I was allowed to communicate that I was in pain, and communicate that I don't feel good, and communicate that I had needs or wants or whatever, things got better in that way.
Mm-hmm.
But then I had to start communicating with myself and being like, okay, we got to work with the narrative there. And so then the narrative kind of became like, I'm in pain, but it's okay.
Right.
I
was just making sure everything's
yeah.
going.
It's just, yeah, it's interesting, because then, I don't know. And I know the flippancy throws some people off.
I was going to say, like, sometimes it can kind of get in the way.
Yeah.
When you're interacting with new people, especially.
Yeah.
But also when you're needing things and you can't verbalize it and you're being flippant about the situation, it can be kind of harmful.
Being sassy, because I'm always sassy about it.
Yeah, but, like, I feel like there are times when it can get in the way.
Yes.
But
I agree.
Not the way we do it anymore. We've gotten better about how.
Right.
And
well,
when.
and it's less like aggressive, because there was a point where the flippancy was just like, I'm going to be as morbid as possible to make you go the fuck away.
That's true.
And that was a thing where I was like, how uncomfortable can I make you about my pain?
Think about that. I did that to people that would come and check on me.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it was always this like, don't fucking pity me.
Yeah.
It was easier to be like, oh, she's kind of an asshole, than be like, oh, poor thing. Like, that just, it felt better.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a way of like sorting through people too.
Yeah.
In a way. Where I was like, are they going to dig beneath this like...
It was like a test.
Wall?
Yeah.
Or is this going to be like, here's this, now go away?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I guess it has like, it's a multifunctional kind of, it may be maladaptive in a way, but it works as a tool and a coping mechanism and a lens through which I kind of view the world now.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is. It's like a modality.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where it's just like, what is productive? What's a waste of energy? And then from there, like, what are my options?
Mm-hmm.
But also from this lens of like, haha, it's all good. It's all funny. Everything is like it's.
Well, we're naturally just, sarcastic anyway and flippant, and
right.
It was just applying that properly to things, I guess. You know.
Well, and once you take the victim mentality out of it, it's just just the way it is.
That's
right?
the problem. When you're victimizing yourself and doing it, then
yeah. Well, and then it becomes self-destructive, and that's where you get that like really nasty negative self-talk.
Oh yeah.
Where you're applying that like sass inward.
Dude.
And then it gets hurtful.
Oh my God.
And you're like, let me hurt my own feelings real quick.
Someday I'll put up a picture of my arm. I want to get it tattooed. like all of the different,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
like all the different lines and stuff.
I was really careful about hiding it.
I was when I was younger.
Yeah.
I don't now because I talked to
I just learned that it made people angry with me, and so I
especially when you're young.
Yeah.
But I was talking to a nurse once, and she was asking me about it. I was like, "Oh, I have a cat." She's like, "You don't have a cat." I was like, I do have a cat, but you're right.
But the cat was not the thing.
It was not the cat.
Right.
And I was like, "Yeah, usually I just try and cover it up." And she was like, maybe don't think of it as like something to be ashamed of. Maybe think of it as a sign that you're still alive.
Right.
I was like, fair. I can wear it like a badge of honor at this point.
That's fair.
I'm not in that, in that mode anymore.
That makes sense.
I'm actually medicated and therapized.
Right. Yay, therapy and meds.
But my arms are scarred up to hell.
Yeah. I never got everything on me scars anyway, and like with the coloration with my melanin, my scars
melanin.
My scars come back like when they first heal, they're super super dark and very apparent.
Mine turn white,
so I had
like
to
highlights.
Be really careful. Yeah.
Look at this one. I got this one from a McDonald's play place.
Ow.
When I was like 6 or 7.
I burned myself on an oven. On the inside of the oven.
Oh, I used to do that all the time at Subway. When I worked at Subway.
Stupid. I had a hot pad, and my pizza was stuck to the grate.
Yeah.
And I went underneath, and I just was like, I'm gonna hit it, but the hot pad ended there, and I just hit the.
That's the worst place to burn yourself. Like I used to have.
And then everyone
marks.
thought I cut, and I was like,
No.
That's a burn. Actually,
burns are very noticeably different though, because they're wider.
Yeah.
They're huge chonkers.
Oh, it's me. I'm standing on my own cord.
Haha.
But yeah, I think, I don't know. The flippancy it's definitely a protective measure too.
Yeah.
Like it has like this armored property, I guess.
Well,
in a way.
And it helps you change your view. Like you
Yes.
said, like you're viewing things through that lens so that you're not saying like, oh, woe is me all the time.
Right. Well, and that's the thing is like my separation between me and Karen, I think helps that as well, because then I don't have to be like, oh, woe is me. I just am like, well, God damn it, Karen.
Yeah.
I'm annoyed now.
How do you spell this?
What?
I'm trying to spell Ezekiel and I don't remember how to spell it.
Easy I-E?
Yeah. K?
K-I-E-L?
Yeah. We'll go with it.
I think so.
It's my name.
We'll look
for
it up.
my pain.
But
I'll spell it how I want.
there you go. But yeah, I think it just, that separation changed the thinking. And then from there, like,
Oh my God.
whoa, buddy.
Calm down, phone.
From there, like, yeah, it's just a mind shift, I guess. Instead of being like overwhelmed.
I don't think it was
inside
a
of
mind shift. I think the way we used it has changed. Because I think back to when we were kids.
Okay.
We were flippant about our situation because we thought it was normal, but we had
Or
this
no one would believe us.
our outlet
That
to
was a big
kind
one.
of yeah.
Yeah.
And then
So we would vent it in little spurts.
right.
Yeah.
And then as we got older, it went to be more of a barrier type.
Yes.
Right,
Like,
like-
I'm in pain and I'm annoyed. Get the fuck away from me.
Right. And now we use it more as a coping
Yes.
way to communicate with people. It's just I think the way we've used it has changed, but we've
Right.
always kind of been flippant people.
Yes. Well, and that's the thing is like, we never wanted to be victims of anything.
Yeah.
Like, and I think that comes with like having trauma.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
before you can accept that you have trauma, you're running from it like, oh, that's not even traumatizing.
I ran
Why
from
would
mine
anyone
for
be,
years.
yeah, why would anyone be affected by that? And it's interesting when you ask people like, what do you consider traumatizing? The people who are like a car crash or a plane explosion or blah, blah, blah. Like those things, you're like, the more drastic your brain thinks, the more traumatized you most likely are.
Right.
Because you have to exclude your trauma from being traumatizing.
Right, because it's the normal.
Exactly.
falls
Because
within.
you can't, it's hard to accept that you are traumatized.
Yeah.
Right? It's hard to accept that you've been through trauma. It's hard to accept that maybe you were a victim of something at one point or another.
Yep.
Right? So until you can accept that portion, you kind of exclude it all.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know. It's an interesting thing to kind of look back on because I don't think I've looked through the lens like retroactively
Yeah.
for a while.
Well, do you include your car crash in there now?
I knew my car crash was traumatizing because I wound up with such bad PTSD.
Right.
but I worked through the PTSD so quickly that I kind of discounted it later on.
Right.
Because it was like, okay, I'm not having massive panic attacks every time I get in a vehicle anymore.
Fair. Well, yeah, that's like exposure therapy. You have to get in a car to go somewhere.
Well, and I was having like just horrible panic attacks, full blown, like shaking panic attacks. And like flashbacks and crazy shit. And I was angry too because he didn't remember the accident.
Right.
And I did.
Right.
And I was just pissed that I was like, I had to go through that and you don't remember it at all.
Right.
So you were the only person who could understand my trauma and you slept through it essentially.
I have that feeling too about the school shooting stuff
Right.
because no one can really relate. And the people that could, I just don't talk to anymore.
Right.
I don't know why. It was probably a distancing trauma thing because I didn't address it until I was 30.
Right.
I didn't tell anyone what actually happened until I was like 30. So
It's fucking crazy.
yeah.
It's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy the things that we like, the brain just adapts to. And they're like, okay, I guess we're going to file that under normal so that we can keep living. Because what else are you going to do?
No joke.
What else are you going to do? So yeah, no, the flippancy is definitely multimodal.
Yeah.
It's got that, it's armor and it's a barrier and it's
a tool, but you got to use it right.
a tool and a coping mechanism and yeah.
So that's why we're flippant. That was really the whole conversation, right? Like, why are we like this?
Right. Well, and it was interesting because like talking to the pain psychologist, like I was really worried that she was going to come down on me hard for all of that.
Yeah.
And she didn't. And so I was like, oh, this is okay. That's interesting. But yeah, it's just fascinating because we are very self-aware people now. We kind of learn the difference between that self-conscious and self-aware piece. And so it's really interesting to like look back retroactively and see all of these things kind of line up.
You're making me miss my psychologist because I have to remember to meet with that new one.
When is that?
I don't know, but it has to happen before I run out of Concerta.
Crazy. That's what I was going to say because they're not going to fill the thing unless
she won't until I see that person.
Is it scheduled?
We never heard from anyone, so we have to call and try and find somebody.
That's annoying. I need to get with Kaiser probably tomorrow and not tomorrow, Monday. I need to go have my feet looked at before I can start bitching about the shoulder.
The list.
Yep. They wanna, I don't remember what it was. An MRI of my feet.
Well, good. Soft tissue. That's a good one.
Yeah. So we're going to do stuff for the feet. And they're not going to find anything, or they're going to find like minimal or whatever. I don't know. I don't know what they're going to find.
They'll
actually.
find the damage that's there.
But we'll see.
You just
that's
don't
not
know
the
how severe
priority
it is.
anymore.
No. I'm torn too because I really need to get my knee addressed. It's escalated. The problem is it's not super bad, but it's escalating quickly.
Yes. Oh, that was the other thing that I had on here because like the fear of losing functioning.
Oh, yes.
My hands, and I've been bitching about this for weeks. I remember like every check-in, I'm like, my hands are bad. My hands are bad. My hands are bad. It's like, it's getting to a point where I'm like a little bit scared. Cause I'm like, okay, I can lose functioning with like whatever else. It's fine. But like,
the hands are needed.
my hands, man.
Right? It's the difference between me and you at the moment. Like I don't give a shit about my legs. Like
Right.
my foot's going numb. I don't care.
Right. It's a foot. Fuck it.
Right. Like it makes me clumsier.
Oh well.
Right. But if it was my hands, you need those.
Right.
They're
like,
important.
Typing hurts. Writing hurts. Making dinner hurts. Everything hurts. Like gripping something. If I grip something with any kind of strength, I am dislocating within the wrist. And it just is awful. But yeah, there is that like honest to God fear of losing some functioning because I'm functional.
Yeah. No, I get it.
Yeah.
The hands are one that I can't. Like if anything in upper body is a problem, I take it more seriously.
Right.
My legs, like I said, when I went into my back surgery, they
You're
were
like,
like,
you can just paralyze
there's
those.
a probability that you're going to be paralyzed from the waist down. And I was perfectly fine
You're like,
with it.
cool, let's do it. Yeah.
I mean, I know there are more than just you can't walk consequences, but even then, if that's what happens to me, that's what happens. It was
Right.
better than being in that pain all the time.
Right.
Oh my God, it was so bad.
That's the thing. And like,
my side pain hasn't happened in a long time.
that's good.
I thought I forgot about it. Wow,
That's
brains
the
are
thing.
powerful.
It's, EDS is so weird. It's so weird, and it's so hard to talk about with people who are like, we work with chronic pain, and you're like, that's great. We don't have chronic pain.
Mm-hmm.
In the traditional sense, we are not chronic pain patients.
Yeah, it's true.
Our pain is rotating.
And solvable in some cases.
Yes. Well, that's the thing. I'm like, surgery is awesome.
Yeah.
Do surgery any time of the day. Like, I will go in. You can do whatever the fuck you need to do.
Doctors hate us. Surgeons love us. Because they want to operate
They're
and
like,
fix things.
yeah,
And
yeah,
we're like,
yeah.
let's
We're like,
do it.
Do it.
You know, they try and warn us like, hey, you know, it could.
I'm like, I don't fucking care.
doesn't matter.
Shut up. Shut up, Steven.
We just... I had the same name in my head.
Oh my God. You have to tell them about our psychic moment yesterday. Because holy shit. So for those of you who don't know, we share a brain.
Apparently.
And so we have this like weird psychic link that goes on. The joke is that we're twins born years apart.
Yeah.
And so we've always kind of had this like, ow, this hurts. Let me check on my sibling.
Yeah.
And so that happens. And then we're very much in sync a lot of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And then yesterday this happened.
Yesterday. Okay, so it was early in the day too, like nowhere near 1 o'clock when you were supposed to have your meeting. She had a meeting and we were setting up at 2 o'clock. And my grandfather went out for coffee at like 11. He was like, "Should I get coffee for you?" And I was like, "Yeah, Karina's not gonna have time. She's gonna be late because our meeting's gonna run late." And he's like, "Oh, should I get coffee for both of you?" And I was like, "Yeah, that'd be fantastic." And then so he got one for you, and then you showed up.
And he didn't tell me this, so I had no idea. And so I got here like right on time, but I was like, I didn't have time to get coffee. I knew you needed the computer, so here we are. And he was like, "There's coffee in the freezer for you." And I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, her meeting ran late, and I knew it.
Yeah.
Apparently.
Yep. Yeah. It's weird. We're weird. And then we thought we were like normal sibling relationship, and people are like, no, that's different. I have siblings, and we're not like that.
Oh, we're friends too, I think is the problem.
Probably. I don't know. It's the problem.
That's the problem.
This relationship is a problem.
Whatever we have going on here, this
It's an issue
thing.
for everyone involved. Whew.
We don't get along. It's fine.
I fucking hate you. When the cameras turn off,
We're nothing like this.
we hate each other.
Go to the lives. Watch our lives on Fridays.
We're just like,
Oh, I got it. Yeah.
this bitch again.
Yeah, it's just loathing.
No.
You can tell that this isn't authentic. We're not being our real selves.
Oh my God. I just don't have the energy to be anything but my real self anymore.
Yeah.
And I just don't give a shit what people think anymore. What are you doing?
I got a floof.
Oh, okay. I was like, are you measuring the tremor?
Oh, no.
Because sometimes I do that. I'm like,
I always check the
how
tremor.
much we tremmed today?
A little bit.
We had
What
to
is that
tremor
about? Is
in
that
sync
neurological?
yesterday. Yeah.
God damn it.
Yes. There's a lot of shit that's neurological.
Yeah.
And it's just EDS.
Mm-hmm.
Weird shit.
Oh, Ruth was talking about the implant, or somebody in the Discord talking about the back stimulator.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and was talking about how it's. I think she has one.
Oh.
Or.
Oh, I think I do know what you're talking about.
I read it and I was like, oh, that's good to know, like the way that it works. And
Yeah, and she had to have it like replaced at some point, but it worked really well for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That very helpful to know. 'Cause that's what I'm juggling. I either need to do my back stimulator.
¿Por qué no los dos?
Well, 3 technically. I have to get the spine looked at first, and then I can move on to, do I need to do another spine surgery?
Another
Or-
hip surgery or another knee or first knee?
Right, it's hip for my foot, or not foot, back for my foot, back surgery, or back stimulator or knee.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the 3 big ones to take care of problems. Life is weird.
Yeah. EDS is weird.
EDS is weird.
It is really weird. Because, yeah, not chronic pain patients. We have rotating pains of different severity, but we are always, always in pain. But again, I think that flippancy, sorry, I'm going to go back to that for just a second.
That's fine. Go for it.
I think that applies to our lack of fear of pain, too.
Yeah.
The more flippant we're able to be, like, out loud and like internally, the less I don't want to say severe because it's not severity. The less impactful.
That's the word, impactful. Yeah.
The pain can be.
Mm-hmm.
And when I was talking to this pain psychologist, because she's never met me before, she doesn't know me from Adam. She was like, "Are you familiar?"
Should I answer?
If you want to.
Sorry.
Is a waifu.
What's up?
Does that mean yes?
I guess. I thought you said sushi, and I was like, yeah.
I presented 2 options both times, and you said yeah.
¿Por qué no los dos?
All of it was like so vague that I was like, I don't know.
If you ended up not going to either, it's fine.
Well, I'm almost to King's. And if they don't have Otter Pops, I'll be going to
All right.
I love you.
I love you too.
Dopamine snacks.
Does sister want sushi?
No, I don't eat sushi. Textural nightmare.
Took me a while to get used to it.
Blech.
All right. Love you.
Okay. Love you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Fucking people. I hate my wife. She's horrible.
It's the worst buying you sushi,
Taking care of me.
right? But yeah, I think the more flippant we are and the more flippant we train ourselves to be, the less impactful that pain is. The less fear is attached, the less dread, the less... Because have you seen she was asking me about the biosocial psycho model of pain,
Okay.
right? And I'm sure you know it because we all biosocial...
I don't know it by that name. Oh, my back just went. Also, Karina fixed my back in the middle.
Yeah.
And I can move my arm again and lift things. Watch. Look at him go.
This is why you need siblings.
Facts.
Yep. So it's this like feedback model, right? How biological factors, psychological factors and social factors
Oh, yeah.
play
yeah.
into the experience of pain.
Yep.
And it's that like back to we have less fear of the pain because the pain is a constant companion.
Yep.
Right. So for us, it's not like I'm afraid of being in pain. I'm in pain right now. I cause myself pain on the daily. That was the other interesting part. She was like, does your pain impede these things?
Oh, yeah.
And I was like,
We both have the same
No.
reaction because when you told me, I was like, no, it doesn't.
no.
It should.
Should impede? Probably. Does impede?
Nope.
No. Because fuck that. No.
Power through it.
I'm going to do what I want to do regardless.
I mean,
End of
last
story.
night, I fucked up
Yeah.
my shoulder. Instead of like doing anything about it,
Just
I
like,
just got
"It's
up,
fine."
went to bed.
Yeah.
And it hurt all night. Oh,
Right?
well.
So you have like injury plays into chronic pain,
Mm-hmm.
and then the psychological factors like sleep, fear, anxiety, depression, and coping skills.
Yeah.
And then you have social, which is work, family, social network, all of that. But all of it playing into how you experience the pain.
Yeah.
And I think for us, there's a lot inside of the like exhaustion piece.
Okay.
So for us, the more tired we are, or the more like run down we are, the less like bandwidth we have for dealing with the pain or coping with the pain.
Right.
And the more frustrated we get because you're
That's
like, I'm fucking
word.
tired.
It's like when the pain gets bad, I don't have a pain reaction. I
Right.
get
It's not
frustrated.
like, ow, this hurts really bad. Poor me. Ah. And then you like, it's not like you wind yourself up. You're just like, I am annoyed by my pain. I'm not afraid of pain. I'm irritated by my pain.
Yes.
I am annoyed that this is still happening and I want to fucking go to bed.
Yeah. No shit. Like
Yeah.
verbatim.
So I think for us that's a huge portion
Mm-hmm.
of how we experience pain. But that was my little rant there.
That was a good rant.
There you go.
I was going to say something about, well, because the way this groups things together, I feel like we could draw a circle over the things that flippancy helps with. You know what I mean? Like through
yeah.
a lens. Because the social stuff, definitely.
Oh yeah.
And the psychological, I mean, genetically, it's not going to change anything. I'm flippant genetically. My genes don't give
They
a
just
fuck.
change whenever.
They do what they want.
I'm turning into a mermaid as we speak.
Maybe it does apply.
Oh shit.
Genetically.
We're evolving.
Not evolving, but
Rapidly.
Maybe our EDS is just our genes being flippant.
They're like, fuck this collagen. And fuck that collagen too.
And that one.
Fuck
And that
your
one.
collagen
And that one.
fuck your collagen.
You're cool.
And fuck your collagen. Wow. Okay, so this one is like this nice little circle diagram.
You mean Venn diagram?
There you go. I'm a teacher.
I'm not.
Oh no. So like biological, pain intensity, quality, duration. tissue damage, disease, disability, mechanical interference, nutrition, sleep, hydration, immune responses, and medications.
Oh, biological. Okay.
So that's what it's counting as biological in this
Oh,
Venn
so
diagram.
okay, so there. Okay, that would be an interesting one because there's like a positive and negative to that because like I
Yeah.
get flippant with the way I treat my body.
Yes.
So like eating and
Yeah.
you know what I mean.
It's hard though too because we don't. I was explaining this to my coworkers the other day. We do not experience like hunger
Right.
the way other people do.
Probably not.
Like it's a really weird day if I'm hungry. Those are the times when I'm like eat everything in sight
Yeah.
to move shit down my stomach, right? But that happens like once in a great blue moon.
Right.
So I don't experience hunger. So yeah, we get flippant with like food, just food in general.
Yeah.
Like what is a food?
Well, we get more flippant when
Is
there's
this
no
a food? Yeah. Is
Eat a
this
Snickers. You're not yourself.
The Snickers ate me. I'm very confused now.
That's how you get snickerdoodles. Anyway.
Okay. No. Psychological. This is counting like self-efficacy, self-esteem, coping mechanisms and skills, mental health, anxiety, stress, memories, perceptions, attitudes, beliefs, and kinesiophobia. What the hell is that?
Kinesthesiophobia. Kinesiophobia.
Phobia.
Yeah. 'cause
I don't
it's
know what that is.
Kinesthesiophobia.
Fear of movement?
Oh. Yeah.
Is that what that is?
Kinesthesia. What do I know that as?
Like kinetic, right?
Yeah. Is the root. Yeah, it might be.
Maybe. I don't know. And then social, interpersonal relationships, support networks, sociological positioning. So like your
Yeah.
finances. So societal benefits and identity.
Beliefs. Social.
Oh,
society.
I'm sorry. Societal beliefs.
I don't know what my societal beliefs are.
I don't either. I think
I believe that
again,
there's a society.
we have an advantage because we don't tend to identify.
Yeah.
We just are. We
Wonder if that's
exist. We be.
Oh, that is it's the verbing. We
Yeah.
verb.
We
instead
verb.
of-
We be.
yeah.
We be doing. That's about it.
I was talking to our grandfather about that because
Really?
have you noticed that internet culture will use verbing
Uh-huh.
a lot now? Mm-hmm. And I was trying to explain to him that I see a lot of that because he was like, I think that would be more beneficial if we spoke that way. Like birds are birding, you know, you're explaining it and telling us what it's doing at the same time.
Yeah.
So like we're podcasting.
Yeah.
I am podcasting.
We
That
are
is me. I
podcasting.
am podcasting. Not I am podcasting. I am.
Am podcasting. Pod-amming.
I amming.
Amming podcast. Yeah.
We need to get him on. If he could do his I am thing again. Oh.
Right? But it's interesting. They do play into each other.
Yeah.
But like the typical, and this is the one that I've seen the most,
This one makes more sense to me.
is the like chronic pain model where it all flows back into itself.
Yeah.
And this one actually has, I think, like the fear in it. I can't find it. Maybe it is here.
Yeah, it's in the middle.
But yeah, like the fear of pain playing back into that pain and that anxiety, or other models I've seen have anticipation on there, like the anticipation of pain, which I don't think we do.
I did a long time ago, but that was post like surgery times.
Yeah.
That was that was
sciatica days for me, I think. And then I learned I was just getting sciatica no matter what I did, so it didn't fucking matter. So I was like, whatever,
Well,
I guess it'll just be there.
It was programmed into me from being in the hospital because I had to anticipate the pain, right? To hit the morphine button at the right time so that I could sleep.
Yep.
And not have painful back.
Yeah.
So I came home with that, and then I had to get over that.
Oh.
Because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was a
that
fun
makes
one.
sense. Yeah, I don't know. Not even after surgery, I don't think I ever like anticipated pain. I was
No,
just
but
like,
you haven't had to be like...
oh, well, and then other people were like, take your fucking medicine, you wild woman,
You haven't
stop
done
it.
like a major stay overnight one yet, though.
Well, and with the frustration I had from this injury, like, I don't know. I just get annoyed with my body for not being better.
Yeah. I'm sure that's
I'm
universal.
just like, excuse me, that was on Sunday. Can we be done now, please?
Sometimes I'm nice to my
Rude.
body, I found out.
Really?
Yeah. I'll praise it when I can do things.
Oh, me too.
When it's like, hey, you did it. You did the thing, guy.
Yep.
Ezekiel.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a small child, right? Sometimes it's like a kid. Like when I'm trying to do something and I'm like, okay, all right, you got to plug it in the thing. All right, come on. You just.
Yesterday when you were trying to plug the HDMI in.
Good job. Okay. Woo. We did it.
That was funny as shit.
Right?
I don't have the arm reach.
It wasn't the arm. It was the depth.
Oh, yeah.
The,
I don't have
canal.
depth. My arm doesn't have enough depth.
I'm too shallow to plug shit in.
She is. It's a problem.
It's ridiculous.
Deep as a puddle.
But yeah, it's interesting. I don't know. Because without that fear, I think it changes the model.
Yeah.
I feel like the model has to.
That's not true. Okay, you keep the fear because it changes. It's not the same kind of fear. You don't fear pain. You fear the future because of the what's the word, degradation.
Yeah. Like as time goes on and we kind of degenerate.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's fair.
That fear we have.
I mean, it pops up.
That's like fear of the unknown, though.
Sometimes, like we're so ADHD in general
true.
that we're like one thing at a time, and usually it's very present. But yeah, there are times like the fear of my hands. Like, I need those.
Yeah.
I'm not 30 yet. I need these. Why?
I'm not 30 yet either. I just wanted to be cool.
I'm not cool. What are you talking about? But yeah, the biopsychosocial model of pain. And that's what Kaiser uses.
Yeah.
And that's why they're very much into the like multimodal management of pain.
I like the way my pain management does things. They're pretty much the same.
Yeah.
They do all the main things in house too.
Yeah.
Even
which is nice.
They need like an MRI machine. They have an MRI machine. Why am I going to New Health or New Health Imaging? Why?
Weird.
Oh, because it's ordered by my other doc.
Oh, I see. Okay.
I'm like, why? Because I'm going to Southlands on Monday instead of going to.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, they might not. They moved too. I haven't been to the new office yet.
That one's down in like
Lakewood.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say Parker, but I was like, that's not right.
I would be happy with it in Parker. Parker's not that bad.
Right.
It's close to everything else that I could use. Same hospital.
You'll have to tell me what it's like. Ooh. All new and fancy. And
it should just take you someday. Be like, hey, take me to my pain management.
Look, this is a sister.
Look, a problem. Can you solve it?
No.
It's a little late for us to do anything about that.
Yeah.
Like, oh.
Oops. Yeah. I have another appointment with her. I really did not think she was going to want another one. I thought she was going to kick me right back to my regular guy.
Her pain psychologist.
But she was just like, nope, let's make another appointment and we're going to focus on sleep. And I was like, okay, if you can solve sleep, fucking great. Good for you.
Well, I can't wait for the week that she solves EDS. That'll be best week.
If you could solve sleep. It's so funny because they always ask you. They're always like.
Not flirting with the camera.
Flirt away. I'm just going to talk to them. It's funny because they always ask you about anxiety, about sleep. And I'm like, no, not anxiety. This one's a shithead.
I'm telling them to stop flirting
but
back.
I like it. It's okay. But
Nobody
no,
likes it.
They're always like, what keeps you awake at night? Is it your racing thoughts? Are you worrying about stuff?
Not
We're
anymore.
like, bitch, no. I don't worry about shit. I don't have the energy to worry about shit.
I used to.
I just don't anymore. I don't have the energy for a lot of things. There's a lot of things that I've just like, nope, I'm not doing that anymore.
I just sat in existential dread every night.
That's not good.
For hours.
No.
Like, that was my night. And then you'd follow that up with, like, flashbacks to PTSD.
Oh, yeah.
And have full-on panic attacks after that and then go right back to it. No. Yeah, that was before we solved all me. I've been mostly solved.
Well, your mental health is better.
True.
It is.
I have actually taken care of it.
Yeah. It is improved quite a bit. And I think both of ours has over the course of the podcast itself.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, they're always like, what are you worrying about at night? What keeps you awake? And I was like, no, I'm singing a song to myself that I haven't heard since 2008.
Don't you love falling asleep with that song and then waking up with that song?
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right.
And it's frustrating because I don't remember all the lyrics. And so it's just like one portion on a loop.
Yep, it's that
and
one
you're
bit
like,
you know.
It's 1 a.m. I'm going to look up the lyrics so that I can end this nonsense.
You know, you want to know what mine was last night? Because that happened. Ooh, that brother's floating in the air. How could his hands do this?
Emotional damage. Yes. That's my brain at night.
Yeah.
It's either doing that or it's like I have to literally, I think I've said this before, I have to literally start by telling myself a story so that I can go to sleep.
Yeah. That's interesting as hell. Like, I want to start doing that and seeing if I can narrate better that way.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have really self-aware dreams anyways.
Yeah.
It's like a battle, though, between my subconscious and my consciousness, because I'll want things and then it'll be like, no, you can't have that.
You can't have that.
It'd be like, I know this is a dream. I'm allowed to do this. I can, and it's like,
Well,
no.
I think what it is that you know what that thing, like sailing, for instance. We know the feeling of sailing.
Never get to do
We
it.
know what it feels like, and the brain can't replicate it. And so it doesn't try.
Right. It's like,
so the more detailed we are about like our knowledge of something, it will not let us near it. Mm-hmm. It's so annoying.
right. It's not imagination at that point. It's remembering. So you're,
Right.
yeah.
And it's like, no, we can't replicate that. Sorry.
Sucks.
You're going to wake up because you're going to realize that you're not sailing immediately.
I hate that. It kills me every
Fucking
night.
horrible.
I try and sail.
But yeah, no, it's not anxiety that keeps me up. It's like full blown nonsense.
Yeah.
And it's always nonsense. And it's like just stupid shit.
Mm-hmm.
Stupid shit. And then I'm like, I should eat a whole thing of ice cream. And then I'm like, no, you should go to sleep. Go to sleep.
I'm going to link those girls. What are their names?
Oh, yes. Your brain when you're trying to sleep.
Yes.
Is that one? Yeah.
Yes, that's perfect.
7 a.m. Time to sleep. Yeah. Sid and Olivia.
Sid and Olivia are the best. I love
Yeah.
them. Shout out to you
Super
guys.
funny. Super funny. I love it. All right.
It's wrap up time.
I think it is. We did a good job.
Hopefully.
right.
The second half was definitely more fun.
I don't know. I talked a lot.
She talks a lot every week. It's fine.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry. I'm sorry.
All right. It's been fun.
It has been fun. Hopefully you enjoyed it. You can relate. And if you have anything you want to say, put it in the comments or
Yes,
join
please.
Discord. We really, it's not
We
just
love
like,
the comments.
it's not
Please
just us
comment.
saying do it for analytics or anything. We
No.
genuinely want to engage with you.
Yes. Well, like I said, the theme of this season is many voices. So the
We're
more
serious.
the more people we can bring in, the better.
Yep.
So if you've got something to say or just even a thought or something that you related with, put it in the comments.
Yeah, please.
And then come find us on Discord.
And TikTok.
Anywhere.
The goofs are good on TikTok. Some of them are
I've already
freaking
decided we
hilarious.
have one today. So I decided that's happening.
It's going to be a good
It's a
one.
good one.
All right.
All right. We love you. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourself.
Yep.
And we will see you next week.
Yep.
Bye.